Hi everyone, welcome back to SNITCH Talks, a project by Italian Quidditch Association. Today, my special guest is Karol Paszkowski. Sorry.
Yeah, you're doing fine.
Paszkowski. Sorry.
That's fine.
He is from Poland, and probably some Italian players remember him by the platinum fixture in Rome. So, please, Karol, can you say us something about you and your story with Quidditch? For example, when did you start playing and why? Which is the reason that you start to play Quidditch?
I started playing Quidditch when there was in Poland. There is something like right before the student exams. There's like 1 week for that's like just partying and things like that. And during that time, there was an event made by the Krakow Quidditch team, and it was like open tournament for students to just like go in and try it. And I really liked it. I came later for the first training in 2016, and I really liked the community around the Quidditch. Our team is very open, is very friendly, and something clicked with me. I like the people. I never was very sporty. I liked to run things like that, but not really team sports. And Quidditch kind of became my go-to sport when it came to that, and I fell in love with it. I think that the community and openness to your own, let's say, progress, both sportsful, both personal and social in the community is very important, and that's what kept me going for the next 4 years, and still going on.
Okay, perfect. Yeah, I agree. The community is very strong in Quidditch. It's a very great positive point to talking about. And as you said, the tournaments gave you a lot of memory among people, experiences, friendship. But do you think that your style game, snitching style game, is changed during these years? This change are due to someone or some teams or some people that you are playing over? And I mean, your evolution of snitching was due to some seeker that you met during some matches, any matches?
I think that my style of seeking is keep on evolving every time I meet with new snitchers and new seekers. There's always something that you can learn from another people, especially because thank God we have so many good seekers in Europe. I have a lot of really incredible snitchers to help for teaching me a lot of stuff. If I can just mention at least two people, I would say Larson Price from the USA, which is incredibly knowledgeable person. I don't think that he's playing Quidditch anymore, but he was a great snitch, and he had so many good advices and technical, let's say, opinions about many different things. Second person that I would like to say is 𝗦ʰ𝗶𝘁𝗰𝗵, which is I think he's German from Bonn, sorry, and he's playing very good snitch, and he's always have a lot of very good technical advices, and he's also very open to share his opinions and his insight. So that's two main players. But there was a lot of different snitches that I was looking throughout the years. I was looking quite a lot into both seekers and snitches when I was the head coach of my team. And during that time, I think that there's a couple of other seekers that I would like to mention, and then would be preferably Ben Morton from the UK, which is incredible seeker, and I think that every single seeker should just watch a couple of his incredible catches. I think that also there's a Hall from the Team UK, which is also incredible seeker, and I think that he's designated seeker for the Team UK.
So when you have to play against him, you are worried about it, or are you happy?
Oh, if I would play against him, I would just die. I would literally die. I'm sorry. Yeah, this is quite important thing. Is that I know that I might jump in again, but it's just that I always think that if you are a snitch, you have to have at least one of the three things over your seeker. You either have to be stronger than him, you have to be faster than him, or you have to be better technically than him. I'm sorry, but I'm gonna be honest. I don't think that I have anything over the house in those three departments. So he would really catch me very fast. But there's a lot of good seekers that I keep on playing over and over again. Mostly from Poland, from Czech, and from the Slovakia. So I know them quite well, and probably the most known seeker from our region is 𝗦Ｈ𝗶𝗁𝗰𝗵 which was a seeker that during the years, first he would catch me very easily, and now we got to the point that I think that unless he is in very, very good position, he won't catch me.
Okay, well, a lot of stories to talking about, so okay, but I would like to underline that you was the snitch at the final match of 𝗦Ｈ𝗶𝗁𝗰𝗵. So can you say anything about this match? How did you feel? And is there another match that you remember very well in your experience?
Yeah. Okay. I remember my first seeking game because I learned the most there because I made so many mistakes. I remember the finals from the fixture, and it was a really hard game to try to snitch because Italy have many incredibly good seekers. I was really hoping to last until Santa Crate would come to the pitch because I really wanted to see her seeking. I have seen some snippets of her seeking, and she's really incredible at avoiding the pressure from the snitches. It's really hard to push her away when she's trying to get into you. And I really wanted to try it for myself because I was really interested how it works. I'm gonna be honest, I don't remember the name of the seeker that caught me. He was also from the 𝗦H𝗶𝗁𝗰𝗵 team. And I remember well the cat. I don't remember his name, and I'm really sorry about that.
I don't remember it. Sorry.
Yeah.
I'm not sure.
And then we are going to.
Okay.
Yeah.
So the Platinum Fixture in Rome in Italy was a great experience. So
yes.
I remember you when you were a snitch, so I can admire your style of game. And how can you describe for people that are watching us? How can you describe your style of game, and if you think that is changed all over the years?
Yes. So first of all, I was at the start. I was very static snitch. I would just try to catch the player and try to keep him at bay, which is not a very good strategy. Right now,
so initially you used only the arms to take them away.
I would be very static. I wouldn't move a lot. I would probably try to preserve as much stamina as I can, which is not a very good position. You don't want to get catch, and you don't want to get catch not very long into the game. At all the time, you don't want to get catch. So what I would do mostly as a snitch right now is I would go into contact with the seeker when he's coming at me. So I would move into him, and right after I get initial contact, I would move back. So there's no long contact between us, and make a little for the seeker. It's a little bit harder to get the sense of the distance. I like to circle around the seekers, which usually means that I'm moving more than them, but it also makes it harder for them to jump at me because they once again have to pretty much try to guess where I'm going and what position I'm going to be in next.
Okay, so you have to try a balance between the using of legs and the using of arms.
Yeah, I'll pretty much just try to make a hit and run, kind of like something like. And other than that, I have a couple of different other tricks. I like to go, if I'm going to be static, I'm going a little bit lower in order to make it a little bit harder for them to jump. I try, if I'm against a player which is much lighter and much, let's say, weaker than me when it comes to upper body strength, I would usually try to grab one arm and try to tackle them for the broom in order to make a little bit of danger for them. I also sometimes like to give them a false signal. So I would, this is kind of, let's say that this is not the best solution, but I tend to do something like this, that at the start of the game, I'm trying to clap my hands just before I get into contact with them. They learn that, and later on they kind of back off whenever they hear me clapping. That's kind of I am trying to learn teach them bad signals.
Oh, okay. So you have to clap your hands to make a reaction, to stay active.
I'm just trying to taunt them. I'm showing them that, oh yeah, I'm clapping. I'm just going to go into contact with you. It's kind of like that. I'm taunting seekers, and later on they will react to me clapping without me getting into contact with them. So that's kind of sometimes keep them off guard. And most people don't even know that they will react, even if I'm not doing anything, if they see it like 2 or 3 times against me, which is kind of a neat trick, but it's kind of a little bit like taunting seekers, so it might be seen as a little bit of a bad move.
Okay. Thank you very much for your experience. And just a question about your tradition. Let me explain. Before you have to snitch a match, did you have any tradition before starting the game? I mean, some players have to listen a song, or for example, Nicole Stones wear his red bandana. And I don't know if you have any tradition like this.
Yeah, I have my very own warm-up, which I tend to use. It's pretty much, it's a little bit of stretching, a little bit of running, a little bit of dodging. I like to ask someone to just train with me, just pushing. So they push into me and I just let them go. So I'm kind of am ready for that. And the second is that I'm also into music. So whenever I'm going sniffing, I pretty much always listen to Kickstart My Heart by the Motley Crue.
Okay. Thank you for your sharing your
my
tradition.
secret. Yeah,
Thank
exactly.
you. Thank you very much. And listen, I would like to share with you some video, if for you it's okay, because I would like to analyze with you a video of an Italia SNITCH. The snitch is wearing the yellow shirt as always and have a black shirt. Okay.
Okay. Okay, that was really nice.
Well, obviously, from this year, the rule book is changed. So, if probably at the next tournament, there will not be this a defensive seeker probably.
Yeah. I mean, there's gonna be just you can probably defend for a couple of seconds, and then the snitch have to react to that.
Okay. So what do you think about the SNITCH?
Okay. First of all, I'm going to say a couple of good things about him. I liked his ability to get brooms from the seeker. He had a really good grab from the one of the seekers when he just like was really fast about that. He's very good at repositioning. He is attentive. He's reacting to both seekers, which is really good. He also seems to be quite good when it comes to trying to keep his distance, which is also good. A couple of things that I would improve. First of all, I am not sure about his hand, but it's just one of the first things that I'm learning and teaching when it comes to snitches. When you are trying to push someone, you have to push your thumb very close in order not to injure yourself. And I think that he might not have done it, but I have a very small video, so I think that one thing that I would change probably in his style is mostly just trying to defend himself by trying to grab the broom, which he's really good at. But I think that he tends to back off too much. I think that he should go a little bit into seekers when they go into him, just in order to throw them off their, let's say, their style of playing. Because other than that, will charge him until they feel comfortable and try to jump him. Also, I don't know how. Yeah, now he's defending with both hands and they catch him. Yeah, I think that if he, I don't know if this is good catch, but he was caught.
No, I don't remember, but I think it's I mean, I think it's good. But please, let's continue with your analysis.
What I was thinking is that he had a good start when he was using one hand to defend himself, grab broom with the other hand. But what I think that he could a little bit mix up and try to do is go with both hands at the seeker when they are coming into him from time to time, and then back off. Try to make as much distance. Try to keep them off. He was keep on backing off when someone is coming into him. He keeps on backing off. And I think that he's strong enough and fast enough to go a little bit in and then go back. It's good to change the tempo of your movement because it gets seekers a little bit off their prediction. Also, it's good to not just back off in one position in the same line that the seeker is coming at you. So if seeker is coming at me here, I'm not going to just go in the same line. I'm going to go a little bit into right, and I'm going to put my hand so he won't jump me. Yeah, I was just saying that he should move a little bit in a different shapes, like more not in the same, let's say, line that the seeker are coming. And also, when the seekers are trying to just jump him from below, it's good to get a little bit lower stance and just hit them to the ground a little bit harder.
Down, okay.
Just like try to push them to the ground because.
Okay, I agree, but you have to pay attention to don't hurt the seekers. To don't put too much force on the seekers. I mean, if you, I think you agree.
Yeah,
like it depends on the seekers. Okay, because if you have a little seekers, you have to put less force respect to a big seekers. Okay, just
but for me that's also a little bit safer because I feel that I won't kick them or they won't somehow end up between the. I'm not going to hit them with my legs because when I'm controlling where they're falling, it's probably going to be not in the. It's really hard to push someone in order to kick them. It's hard, especially if you are backing away. So the most natural motion would be just when I'm backing off and I'm leaning in front and I'm pushing them. So I'm going to end up with my legs behind, so I'm not going to kick them. And also I'm going to move my body behind me, so I have snitch as far away as I can. And obviously, you use only as much force as you need to. It's like I'm not advocating to use all of your force on everyone, because that's going to make everyone injured. You use as much force as you need, always. But I really like that snitch.
Okay.
He was.
Thank you. And talking about the style of snitching, do you think that your style will change with the new rule book? Because the rule book limits the possibility to be to the presence of the defensive seeker. Okay, so I think that the style of gaming, of snitching in general will change, but I would like to talk about it with you, if for you it's okay.
Yeah, it's fine. I think that there's going to be a lot of changes. I think that there's going to be much more situation in which you are going to be attacked by both seekers.
Two offensive seeker, Yeah,
because even if you are, I don't know, more than 30 points behind, you still have this new rule that you have a points cap when you catch the snitch. So it's still good to catch the snitch whenever you can. So there's going to be more situation in which you're going to try to catch the snitch. That's going to be much problematic for the snitches. And I think that
absolutely. One advice of our department, in fact, when you have two offensive seeker, is to use one of them to as a shield, because you have to control just one of them. I don't know if I explained myself well.
Yeah, I understand. Okay. Yeah, it's just like whenever I see a seeker, I try to move the seeker.
Yeah, exactly.
So
just to limit the possibility to be attacked.
Yeah, but the problem is whenever you have two seekers which are quite close in distance from you, and you even for a second seem like you're vulnerable or exposed, they will attack you. And I think that there's going to be more situations in which you're gonna have to decide which one you're going to defend against. So it's going to be just like flip of the coin, whichever you are going to expose yourself to.
Okay, thank you very much, Karol. And last things before we we conclude the interview. So, do you have a special regard to people that is watching us?
Once again, do I have special what?
Regards. Do you have to say hello to someone or?
Oh yeah, sure. Pretty much, just give my cheers to all of my teammates from the Krakow Dragons team, my colleagues from Polish Quidditch League. I would also like to thank Italian Quidditch Association for this invitation. I am very humbled by this. And I made a few shout outs to my fellow snitches and my teachers of snitching. But once again, I would like to thank very much Price Larson, Vincent Folish. I would like to thank Anna Blas, which is incredibly good snitch as well. Other than that, 𝗦희𝗶𝘁𝗰𝗵 𝗧𝗹𝗸𝗀, which also have a very different way of snitching. And if I could recommend anyone to also be invited to this interview, I would really like to either one of those, either Anna Blas or 𝗦희𝗶𝘁𝗰𝗵. And also, I would like to I would like to thank Leon from the Direwolf team, which is also very incredible snitch, and he's very good technically and very open to share his secret with everyone. Okay.
So, Karol, thank you very much to spend your time with us, and it was a pleasure for me and for my Italian Quidditch Association. And everybody that is watching us, thank you to you too, and I hope that this episode of Snitch Talks will be amazing as for me. And I think that from me and from Karol, goodbye to everyone, and see you on next episode of Snitch Talks with a new special guest. Bye.
Goodbye.